fired thousands of rounds during the making of this picture.
There's so much gunfire going off in this.
You're sitting in the middle of a bunch of bushes and trees that are all rigged with explosives.
That's one down there. I'm going to move him around a little more. Okay. The other one's way on the other side. Okay. Squibs are basically a explosive device. They're actually the size of a pill. Very small, but they're very potent.
Ready!
They yell action. You run in with your rifle, start firing at real targets.
Hearing the gunfire and feeling that.
And these trees are exploding.
Felt like bullets were whizzing by your head.
There's flashes going off in front of you. Mr. Kennedy lit that saw off next to my head, and it was like my eyes crossed and then uncrossed. I mean, I didn't even know where I was for a second. It was so loud. You don't really need to prepare. I mean, it's like you're there. Your brain forgets that you're in a movie. And I think you can just chalk that up to the effects team.
I was sad when they told us that we were moving on to the next scene because I like seeing stuff blow up. I love it.
Favorite explosion?
Oh yeah. My favorite explosion so far is definitely the tree.
Blow through those doors, and now you're gonna head straight for that tree, that dead tree over there.
Firing off of the back at the Colombians, and they fire this RPG at the Jeep, and it misses and blows this tree to smithereens.
My favorite explosion was when I threw the grenade at the barrels of gas. They told me, make sure that you get behind the truck after you throw the explosion because you don't want to be anywhere near it. I threw it, I lobbed the grenade in. I turned around and I heard the boom, and I quick glanced back over my shoulder and I saw this huge fireball in the sky, just black smoke. And I actually was behind the truck and I felt the heat wave come through the truck. And it was pretty intense, very cool.
My favorite is, we did one at a jail where the guys are trying to break one of their buddies out.
Going down there, somewhere just in the middle, bam, there goes the grenade. Boom!
Kaboom! Fire in the hole!
Fire in the hole!
Kennedy lights a Jeep on fire with an incendiary grenade.
Action!
And then shoves it down a little road, bursts through some gates.
Fire's going to go up.
Throw the grenade!
And then he lobbed a live grenade in it, and that blows up.
Let's hear it for stunts and special effects, everyone!
That's another thing I really enjoy personally in movies like this. The effects are done for real. You know, Kevin and his crew, they blew up the building at the jail for real.
For us, you know, there's a lot of tension and anxiety because we got to blow it just as the guy's clear and, you know, keep him safe. But it looked so good, all that dust coming out and everything.
We don't like to do the same explosion twice. And that's mainly our goal, is not to be repetitious in what we do. The biggest scene that we did is the mess hall scene. 15 to 20 people sitting at a table on each side, and the rebels come in and they start firing.
A lot of gunfire, and it just looked great because it's just stuff blowing up and food flying. It's really scary to be in the middle of it, too.
The opening of the picture, Alvaro, his wife and son have gone to this festival in a section of Bogota. As his wife and son walk away from him, he will see that a bomb has gone off in a store that features the sale of American shoes.
We're gonna die!
I am in the park with my mom and dad, and we were just having fun, and a bomb exploded, and I died.
As a makeup artist and special effects person, this is a dream because it's all blood and wounds, and you can do everything you always wanted to do.
What about the blood? I want to see a little bit of blood. The clothing will be just burned and charcoaled and burned, and you know, and really it's shrapnel. It'll still be
That's
beautiful.
okay.
She was a beautiful corpse, I must say.
We have one gem, which is somebody gets the eye shot out. So I get to do the effect where he actually has the hole in the eye and he's bleeding. The situation is somebody's looking through a scope and is actually being shot through the scope into his eye. So I had to disguise it, make it small enough to be hidden behind the scope. I built it on his eye. I closed his eye with a tape, and he had to run around with one eye all day.
Gosh, every day we shoot something, blow something up, do a bloody bullet hit, body squib on somebody. It's like every day there's something. Blowing up cars is one of my favorite things. This one's kind of fun because the guys take a big pile of manure and they start shoving manure in the car.
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge pile of manure.
Steaming manure.
It stinks.
It's like, wow.
It's not Hollywood, it's not special effects, it's not mud.
Yeah, it's real manure. They have plenty of it on this farm. Luckily, I do not have to handle it.
LT, the leader of our group, gets to shovel the manure into the back of the grocery getter.
And the bad guys take their thermal image cameras and they're like, there they are. So they lock on with a heat-seeking RPG, shoot it at the car, but our guys aren't in it. They get away safely.
Ooh, that shit worked.
One of the things we get to do is we rip everything out of it. The engine's got to come out, the transmission, we don't need gas tanks or anything because we're going to pull it with a cable. And in order to make it go into pieces, we have to pre-remove all the parts and pieces. We put them back on with little zip ties. And then we fill it with what we call mortars. These we put our black powder bombs in and they'll direct the charge. Any of the ones you see that are cylinder shaped get filled with wet sand because it'll punch and push whatever's in front of it. We call this a loom. We take all of our mortars and we attach a wire to them, which is going to set off the bomb. What the loom does is it just gives us a small grouping of wires that we can roll out and be a safe distance from the vehicle.
This one should look great. A lot of flying parts.
The fenders will blow off, the grill's gonna blow out, the hood here is gonna blow off, all four doors will blow out. Then we have dish pans. We fill them with gasoline, and instead of giving a straight shot of flame, it allows it to billow inside the car. Boom, doors, roof, hood, and then immediately following the car fills with gasoline, and then as it expands, we'll get probably 40, 50 feet of fuel in the air. Nice big orange fireball.
That's how they celebrate the 8th of April in Puerto Rico.